let's check the markets with Scott Crothers and Steve Nicholas. Good morning, Scott Crothers.
Good morning, McGraw.
All right, how did we finish up yesterday?
Yesterday, the Dow was up 2 points and closed at 20,658. We were up 94 points by a report that China was putting troops on the Korean border as investors selling. Energy was the best performing sector, but it was a slow day on Wall Street.
All right, yeah, so it was basically an even day. All right, how did let's start with some companies. Tesla. What are you hearing from our friends at Tesla?
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Tesla is now the largest U.S. automaker by market cap after passing Ford last week. Tesla's market cap is $51.2 billion, while GM's is $51.1 billion. It's important to note this is only looking at market cap or shares outstanding times the stock price. GM has about 17% of the U.S. market, while Tesla has about 0.2% of the market. Tesla does not have more market share than, Tesla does have more market share than about Ferrari or Maserati. But it's just amazing the difference in the price of the stock.
Really is. I mean, give me a break. I mean, it's just the other car companies are so bigger in terms of volume of cars. It's just all based on stock price. All based on stock price. Just simply the stock price times the shares outstanding. Wow.
So
that's really interesting.
It tells you that Tesla's trading a much higher PE, price earnings multiple than GM or Ford.
A little volatile, too, I would think, but that's beside the point. All right, what are we hearing about Foxconn? Who are they?
Foxconn, that's the Taiwanese-based conglomerate, is offering $27 billion for Toshiba's chip business. Toshiba wants to sell 100% of their chip business, which makes flash memory chips for smartphones and computers, to help raise money. Foxconn's offer is much higher than the next bid, which is $18 billion. So it looks like they're going to get the chip business. So.
That's Foxconn. What about Boeing? What are we hearing from them?
Boeing plans to use 3D printed titanium parts for their 787 Dreamliner. They say it will help them save $2 to $3 million per plane starting next year. Now, this is a big deal for two reasons. First, Boeing sells 144 Dreamliners per year, so this is a lot of savings. Two, it is a sign of a growing industrial acceptance of the durability of 3D printed metal parts. So it's kind of crazy.
So they're gonna
those 3D parts.
They're gonna print a titanium part for their plane.
You got it.
Which means they're not using ink as the cartridge; they're using titanium in their cartridge.
Titanium, and they're making the parts with the 3D printing. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, that really that's science fiction. All right, markets today, Scott Crothers.
Today the Dow looks up about 10 points. We get a look at job openings and expect 5.6 million jobs are available. So we'll see how that comes out.
Scott Crothers with Steve Nicholas. Have yourself a good day. Thanks for checking in. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
That sounds great.
You got it. What's interesting is that for those who are watching on the video stream and on Channel 9, or 11.2 in the 9 o'clock hour, we have these things called mic flags on our microphones, which are sort of rectangle little plastic things that then we stick on KTRS, as they call them, mic flags. And you see them a lot. In news conferences, when someone's sticking a microphone to advertise on the TV station, they put the mic flag up, and you see, KTRS, you see NBC, you see KSDK, you see whatever else, right? Well, these mic flags have been printed with a 3D printer.
Oh, the actual
plastic.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. These the plastic triangle is printed on a 3D printer, because we were trying to find them, and they're like $200.
That's crazy.
And we're like, it's a rectangle, it's a triangle
piece of plastic.
So we had Larry from the R&D print it up on a 3D printer. Cost us, one tenth of 1 cent.
He printed it at First Rule.
Yeah, so we're like Boeing. I wonder if we can get these printed in titanium.
The first time I heard about 3D printing was on your show.
646, Big 550.